High school basketball from the 91st McLean County Tournament here on the campus of Illinois Wesleyan University at the Shirk Center. The first game this evening, girls basketball. It's the girls championship in the McLean County Tournament. This game will feature the Blue Ridge Knights and the Leroy Panthers. The pregame show for WGCY's coverage of the 91st McLean County Tournament is brought to you by Peterson Motors in February and Peterson Chrysler Plymouth Dodge in Gibson City, two trusted auto dealerships in two fine communities. With Richard Hummel, I'm Keith Winterland, and Richard, it looks like an exciting night of basketball here on WGCY.
Absolutely, Keith. Two championship games here tonight. Got the third and fourth place game over by noon today. Gary and Frank did a great job. I was listening to them out when I was out and about this morning. And now, well, we knew it was a special night when I rolled in the parking lot at 5:30 and it was already half full.
Yeah, nice crowd here on hand. By the way, that third and fourth place game today was won by Ridgeview, as Ridgeview defeated Chinoa 56-41. That was the boys' side of things. Right now, our first game, though, is girls basketball, so we'll shift gears and concentrate on the girls a little bit. The Blue Ridge Knights, #1 seed in this tournament, just having a fabulous year. They come into this thing with an 18-2 record, take on the Leroy Panthers. Leroy was the 2 seed, and they are at 11-6. Blue Ridge rated in the state. They had the 15th, rated 15th in the latest Class A state poll, so it'll be fun to see those guys. We'll take a break and be back with more right after this. As we await the start of the upcoming basketball game, girls basketball, the McLean County Tournament Championship. The Blue Ridge Knights, top-ranked, 15th ranked in the state, 18-2 so far this year. What a fine season these folks are having, Richard.
They certainly are, and I know last year when we had the privilege of doing the championship game with them, I was so impressed with their team speed and team depth, and almost all their starters are back again this year, led by the Forrest sisters, who are just outstanding pair of guards. And you know, and Leroy separated from Tri-Valley a couple years ago to create their own program, and they're having an outstanding season themselves.
Did you check with anybody? Is this their second year with the varsity program or the first?
I think, no, this is the second year for Leroy with the varsity program.
Well, I know when they were with Tri-Valley, they felt they had a lot to do with the winning teams that they had.
Right, and Leroy had very good success 2 years ago in the junior high state tournament, and I think they felt, and Tri-Valley did also, and I think they just felt it was time with all that talent to separate and let them each have their own program, which has turned out wonderful for both schools.
The Lady Blue Ridge Knights defeated Flanagan Wednesday night 35-20, kind of a low-scoring affair. Leading scorer was Laura Zimmerman with 19 points for Blue Ridge. She had 3 three-pointers. On Monday night, they defeated Chinoa rather handily, 68-22. In that game, Zimmerman also had 19 points. Danielle Harvey had 16. Jennifer Forrest had 10 rebounds in that game for Blue Ridge. The Forrest girls have been kind of shut down a little bit in 2 games in the tournament, but we'll look for good things from them tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And you know that the other teams are doing everything they can to key on those 2 girls, because they handle the ball a lot. As we saw last night in the boys' game, you shut down the point guards, and it's hard to run an offense. Talking
to some of the Blue Ridge people, their coach wasn't real happy Wednesday night with their win over Flanagan. He thought maybe they could have defeated them a little easier than that, but still, in this tournament, everybody's shooting for you, and you just look at the upsets that happen, 35-20, that's still a 15-point winner.
That's right, Keith, and anytime the tournament starts and you're the #1 seed, it's just like you're running the marathon. Let's get to each checkpoint with the W, because everyone's expecting you to get to the championship game, as Lexington's achieved in the boys' side of it, and Blue Ridge on the girls' side. They flew in their first state ranking here this past week. So their goal was to not to get too nervous, too keyed up. Let's just get through the games with the W's to get to Saturday night at the Shirk Center. And I have a feeling you're going to see the Blue Ridge Knights really turn on tonight and have an outstanding game.
When you look at some of the individual numbers for Blue Ridge, Jessica Forrest averages 15.3 points a game. These are all unofficial, though. She averages 6.4 rebounds and 3.8 assists. She has 34 three-pointers coming into the game tonight. Jennifer Forrest, her twin sister, 6.7 points a game. Averages about 4.3 rebounds and 6.4 assists a game. Jody Raymeyer, she has 18 three-pointers so far this year, 8.5 points a game. Laura Zimmerman, the scorer that had 19 points in 2 games earlier in the tournament, she's averaging about 13 points a game and 3 rebounds. So they got some pretty good scoring punch there.
Right, and these are all the ladies from last year, very familiar names. And you know, I think Jessica Forrest in particular has a chance to go on and play at the next level. I don't know how how high at the mixed level, but I know she certainly can, and she's really quick and an outstanding ball handler.
Blue Ridge is averaging about 67 points a game, and defensively they're only allowing 34.6. I watched their box scores this year. Haven't had a chance to see them in person, but they blew a lot of teams out big time.
Oh yeah, they scored more points in the boys' games.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Let's take a look at the Leroy Panthers. They're 11-6 so far this year. Leroy defeated Hayworth in a close game Wednesday night, 55-52. Nancy Markham had 18 points and 11 rebounds. Megan Ambrose had 6 steals, 12 assists for the Lady Panthers. Looking at their individual numbers, Mallory Bossingham has 33 three-pointers so far. Heather Alexander has 18 threes. She's a 75% free throw shooter. And Nancy Markham, the big girl inside, 18 points a game she averages. She's a 75% free throw shooter and pulls down about 11 rebounds a game. That's a pretty good basketball player right there.
Yeah, they're a good team. I saw them play last year in the Thanksgiving tournament up at Curry Central, and all these girls are good. And I really remember Megan Ambrose is an outstanding point guard in her own right.
Their first game Monday night, they defeated Lexington 56-23. So they beat Lexington 56-23. Closer game against Hayworth 55-52. How does that make you feel coming into the tournament, having played a little closer game Wednesday night than Blue Ridge did with their game against Flanagan?
Well, I don't think it makes much difference. I mean, you know what I just alluded to with Blue Ridge, I feel the same with every team. You want to get to the championship. Blue Ridge is relieved to get here to have a chance to win it. Leroy had the tougher battle, but yet they got here with the #2 seed. So the coaches' seedings came out right. Everybody's here that's supposed to be here in this game, and I think they're ready to put it up and see who the best team is on tonight, Saturday night at the Shirk Center.
I will tell you this, Blue Ridge got here early tonight. They were out here on this floor practicing at about 5 o'clock this evening when I walked in, so they're really going to be focused tonight, I'm sure.
Well, they definitely want to repeat, and they know they have every bit as good a team as last year, and they have a lot of, a lot on the line here tonight.
Interesting thing, these two teams played earlier this year, right after the Christmas tournament, and Blue Ridge won that game by 4 points.
Well, that's a good sign for Leroy. That shows that they have no fear despite all the rankings, and Blue Ridge may feel too much pressure in this game. You never know.
Exactly. It could be a factor. Blue Ridge has lost 2 games. They lost to Monticello in that tournament at Christmas time, 44-39, and they lost to Neoga 62-51, but they had 3 girls missing. They had a band trip going on at that time, so they were missing 3 of their main players.
Yeah, so you just throw that score out and forget it.
Yeah, just don't count those. Well, let's take a break, and we'll have more during our pregame right after this. Panthers, this for the McLean County Tournament Championship. Richard, this is the 21st girls tournament, and boy, time flies. I can remember when they started this one. They played at Bellflower.
Right. They played about 4 or 5 years at the old Bellflower gym. They always held the finals there. I was down there quite a few times. Of course, that's an environment unto itself there.
Nice place to play basketball.
Absolutely. It suited the girls just about perfectly. But I think that the principals and the athletic directors made the right decision to move the girls' championship game here on Saturday night. They play just like the boys do year-round now, so they deserve the same exposure. Keith, I want to tell the fans from Lexington, Tri-Valley boys teams on the way in don't get a speeding ticket, but Blue Ridge practically has our side of the gym completely full for this girls' game.
Yeah, big crowd. They're bound to be excited about their basketball program up there, this girls' team. Our pregame show tonight has been brought to you on this, the 91st McLean County tournament, on the boys' side at least. The 21st girls' side has been brought to you tonight by Peterson Chrysler Plymouth Dodge in Gibson City and Peterson Motors in February, 2 trusted auto dealerships in 2 fine communities. And we're just about set for the introduction of the starting lineups. They've got some music playing on the PA system tonight, trying to set a little atmosphere. Looking back at the past girls' championships, Blue Ridge has won this tournament 4 times throughout the years. The last time they won it was last year, of course, and they defeated Tri-Valley 52-44 when they had that good team. And then they won it 3 times in a row from 87 to 89 in the early years of the tournament. Now let's go down and pick up on the starting lineup.
Basketball tournament. We ask you please rise at this time for
the national anthem.